to great. There is no other option.
And your NCAA champion, Robbie Cruz.
We're going back to Omaha!
Play a high level of basketball and a game that's fun to watch.
We are a team, capital letters, team.
He's now called national champion, which is really neat.
Now we make it happen out there. Let's finish this thing on the field.
Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico, the Virginia Athletics Foundation, the Virginia Lottery, and by UVA Health System.
On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly,
to be a part of this, what's going on, with this team, it's just it's truly amazing.
Here comes the blitz, and he's crushed by Cam Johnson, who picks up the ball.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Perry Jones from the football team. This week we bring you a special bowl preview show, but first let's take a look back at the first half of our season.
We are a different team, and every year you're a different team. You're a new team. There's a tremendous amount of things that can be accomplished with continuity. The challenge is to keep it going and keep it moving forward. So we're talking about playing in bowl games and winning championships year after year.
The Cavaliers opened the 2011 season hosting in-state opponent William & Mary, and a redshirt freshman burst onto the scene. Here's a handoff now to Parks. Parks around the right side, finds daylight. He's across the 10, into the 5. He's in. Touchdown! Kevin Parks with his first career touchdown, and the Wahoos are on the board again.
He's very explosive. He can run away from people, and he can run over people.
Gonna hand the ball off straight up the gut. This is Kevin Parks with daylight. Finds the opening, races ahead across the 10, 5. Touchdown, Virginia. Kevin Parks has done it again. It is 3 touchdowns and counting for the redshirt freshman. Virginia's first road test took the Cavaliers to Big Ten country in Bloomington, Indiana. After Virginia relinquished a 20-point second-half lead, defensive end Cam Johnson made a play for the ages. Here comes the blitz, and he's crushed by Cam Johnson, who picks up the ball. They're going to say fumble. Yes! Virginia's got it. What a play from Cam Johnson with 1:13 to go. Snap is up, hold is down, kick is up. It's good! Virginia has done it as time expires. They will come from behind and win on the final play of the night. What a win from Bloomington, Indiana. Virginia's still perfect in 2011. The Cavaliers stayed on the road for their ACC opener. They're going to hand it off to Houston. Houston tries the right side. He dives to the end zone. Does he have it? They say he does. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Last week that we end up making more plays than them, and this week they end up making more plays than us. And you see there's a fine line between a drop pass, untimely penalty, that the line for success and the opportunity for success in games like this when you're playing, that's a good football team, that you have to narrow those lines.
After their first defeat, the Cavaliers returned home for an out-of-conference matchup with eventual Conference USA champion Southern Miss. Davis looking downfield, all sorts of time. Lobby got a man wide open. Bolden makes the catch. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Last week, close but not close enough. This week, close but not close enough. In order to change the perception of this program and this team, that games like that, we got to come out and win games like that. The taste of losing doesn't taste very well when you're at home, but you got to do better. You got to make those plays. You got to get the coverages. Hey, listen, these are close games, but you can be on the other side of a close game by just executing.
Now sitting at 2-2 after 2 straight losses, the Cavaliers hosted struggling Idaho from the WAC. Going to hand the ball off to Jones right on the left side. Got blockers in front. He's across to the 5. Sidesteps a defender into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. It's a 10-yard touchdown run. Perry Jones. Kama Bailey will come back to return. It's going to be blocked. There's There's a flag down. It's picked up and taken into the end zone for the time being, at least. It's a touchdown for the Vandals. Here's a quick pass to Terrell. Terrell's got blockers in front of the 20. He's to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Virginia. Terrell takes it into the end zone. The Cavaliers strike first in overtime. So here we go. The two-point conversion try for the game. Readers under center. Going to drop back, look into the end zone. Nowhere to go with it. Pressure comes. He lobs it up. That ball is going to be dropped. Virginia's going to win. Incomplete.
It was probably an ugly football game right there, but in the end, what matters is we had found a way to win it.
This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Welcome back to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Austin Pastor. Now let's take a look at the second half of our season.
After a much-needed bye week, the Cavaliers returned to ACC play as the undefeated 12th-ranked Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets came to Scott Stadium.
Got a man wide open. Tim Smith reaches over the shoulder, hauls it in. Touchdown, Virginia!
Here's a toss sweep coming near side. He's going to go down. Orwin Smith gobbled up in the backfield at the 41.
Coach Reed had an awesome game plan. The scout offense did an unbelievable job of showing it. They came in and watched film and worked on the steps and worked on what we need to see. So it took us less time to adjust after seeing that all week.
This is one of the wins that can change the perception of what you think about yourself.
Virginia's fourth triumph of the season matched the team's win total from all of 2010 after just 6 games. Looking to build upon that number, the Cavaliers prepared to face NC State. Virginia sends 4 on the rush. Quick pass to the far side. That ball is going to be completed by Underwood. Stays on his feet. He's racing down the sideline. No one's going to get him.
It was disappointing. They executed their game plan, and we didn't obviously execute our game plan. But you have to turn it around because you have another, nationally televised game against a team that's looking to win and wants to win and is playing at home.
The Cavaliers dropped to 1-2 in the ACC, and many wondered if they would make a bowl game. On a shortened week, the Wahoos traveled to Miami for a Thursday night primetime matchup. He's to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Virginia! High formation. He'll pitch it out to the near side right. Jones wants to throw it. He's got a man open. He fires. End zone. Touchdown, Tim Smith. Here's a handoff. He's going nowhere. Reynolds tackles him 2 yards in the backfield at the 17, and Virginia's going to take over on downs.
That was fantastic. Woo! Never quit. Never quit. That's what we got to do, fellas. From this point on, that's another turning point for us.
Looking to become bowl eligible, the Cavaliers travel to Maryland to take on the Terrapins. Jones tries the right side, weaves his way through defenders, still on his feet at the 35-30. He's to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! 47 yards to the end zone. He's got another receiver in the slot near side. Here comes the blitz, got to get rid of him. Man, wide open. Parks makes the catch of the 20. Goodbye, 10, 5, touchdown! 3 receivers bunched together to his right, 1 to the left. Takes the snap, drops back to throw, 4th and 10. Heaves it down the sideline, that's intercepted. Easy picking on that far side by McLeod. He's got his second pick of the day.
I guess I just had a magnet today. A lot of great calls, though. I made plays when they came to me.
Pleased with the coaching staff and the players that just have a belief in themselves right now about having a good season, having a successful season.
Bowl eligible for the first time since 2007, the Wahoos return home to conquer another demon, the Blue Devils of Duke, a team Virginia hadn't beaten in 3 straight tries. There's the snap, quick drop back. Rocco looking down the middle of the field, got a man open, touchdown! Jeremiah Mathis holds on, and Virginia touches the scoreboard first. 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz. He throws the pass to the near side. That's an over-the-shoulder catch by Chris Bird. Breaks a tackle. He's down the near sideline left. Touchdown! Oh, what a play! He'll fake the handoff. Rolling to his right. Pressure comes. He's crushed. It's intercepted. Chase Minifield, 30, 25, 20. No one will touch him. Touchdown, Virginia! Swanson would be the lead blocker. He follows Swanson. Goes into the air and reaches into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia!
It's been rewarding, but at the same time, we're not done.
Now riding a 3-game win streak, the Cavaliers' next test was daunting. A dangerous Florida State team on the road at Doak Campbell Stadium, where the Cavaliers had never won. Touchdown, Virginia! What a job by Superman again! They say you don't spit in the wind, you don't pull on Superman's cape, and what a job by Perry Jones. Takes the snap, Virginia sends the blitz, he's got to get rid of it, he's going to be sacked! Sacked to the 45 by Steve Greer, who comes up with what could be the biggest sack of his career. He takes the snap, another blitz. Pocket holds up, he's going long, he wants Tim Smith, makes the catch of the 35! He'll take the snap, hands the ball off, Clark's dancing through defenders, he's in! Touchdown, Virginia! There's the snap, the hold is down, kick is up, got the distance. That kick is no good! He missed it! He missed it! Whoa! Virginia's gonna win anyway!
I'm honored. I'm very humble, and I'm honored to be a part of this, what's going on, with this team. It's just it's truly amazing.
This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by UVA Health System, dedication beyond measure.
Welcome back to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Rodney McLeod. Coach London recently spoke about our bowl opponent, Auburn. Here's the preview.
In one of college football's most prominent bowl games, the Virginia Cavaliers will match up with the Auburn Tigers of the Southeastern Conference. Coach Mike London and his team know that they are in for a tough challenge against the traditional SEC power.
And what jumps out is the fact that they're defending national champions, and Coach Chizik was last year's national coach of the year.
The Tigers reloaded in 2011, finishing 7-5, with all 5 losses coming to top 15 teams in the BCS. Auburn head coach Gene Chizik has his team returning to the Chick-fil-A Bowl for the 5th time in school history.
Well, obviously going to the Chick-fil-A Bowl is huge for our football team. It's great for our fan base. We have so many great Auburn fans there, in the Atlanta area. And what a great bowl game. What a great opportunity for our guys to go and play their 13th game of the year, against great competition.
Just one season removed from a perfect 14-0 record, an SEC championship, and a BCS national title, the Tigers took a different approach offensively without Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Cam Newton. In 2011, the Auburn workhorse was sophomore running back Michael Dyer as he rushed for over 1,200 yards on his way to a first-team All-SEC selection. It was the second straight season Dyer eclipsed 1,000 yards, and his performance in 2011 moved him to 10th on the all-time rushing list at Auburn University. Dyer is complemented by speedster Ontario McCaleb, the team's second leading rusher and receiver. While the team has played 3 quarterbacks this season, Dyer and McCaleb give the Tigers big strike capability at any point in a ball game. But while the Tigers ranked in the top 5 of the SEC running the football, the Auburn defense struggled to stop the run all season long. The team finished in the bottom 2 of the SEC in scoring defense and total defense, giving up over 400 yards and 24 points per game. And despite the Tigers' recent history of success, the Cavaliers say they are ready for the challenge.
It's a big game, they won the national championship last year, so you can't take anything from them. But at the end of the day, we put in the same work. We put on our pants the same way as they do. So, we acknowledge the challenge, and we're looking forward to it.
The Chick-fil-A Bowl gives the Cavaliers another opportunity for a win against a ranked opponent. It gives the team a chance for its 9th win of the season, but for the Virginia seniors, the matchup against Auburn means one last opportunity to contribute to the building of a nationally prominent program.
That's where we're trying to get the program at. We're trying to get it to up there where the Florida States, the Miami, the Georgia Techs, Virginia Techs. We're trying to get our program up to there.
The great thing about it, you have a chance to play again, and you have a chance to to go out on a positive note. And I think that's probably the biggest thing.
For us to have the opportunity, to go out there against the SEC team in the Chick-fil-A Bowl, it's what you play for. That's why we play the game, and we're just looking forward to it. We're excited.
Hi, I'm defensive tackle Matt Conrad. A big part of our success this season can be attributed to our new strength coach, Evan Marcus.
Once we got to meet Coach Marcus, we just took off and everybody made huge strides this winter and this summer, and we've all gotten bigger and more explosive and faster.
First thing that strikes you was the size of the guys had gotten a lot smaller. It's a different philosophy. Coach Groh was very much into big guys. And it was a philosophy that I'd gotten accustomed to, you know, with the Dolphins. It was the same philosophy, big guys. It was based on, you know, big, strong guys, you know, and then you come back and now they're going to a more speed-oriented team. They needed improvements in their strength and power, and that was kind of the conversation I had when this whole process started, that this was the thing they wanted to improve upon, and so I knew what my target, what my mission was when I got here. That was what he said, and he let me do it the way I thought was the right way to do it.
I mean, he's been here when UVA was at its finest, you know, with Chris Long and all the other big-time names. So we all have confidence in him, and you know, he just brings the, you know, the attitude that, you know, go hard or go home. So we know when we're in the weight room, whether it is whether they're conditioning or, you know, lifting weights or doing speed drills or whatever it is, you know, we're all going to do to our best, and he really emphasizes, you know, leaving it all on the field.
He makes sure that we keep a goal in mind, and not just so we don't just, you know, lull ourselves into just working out. You know, we're working, you know, to compete for championships, and that attitude starts. It started way back in the summer before we started training camp, and you know, just carrying on throughout the season.
In your mind, you want it to be instant, and I think we all get discouraged when you have setbacks. But yes, you know, they'll always say it takes about 3 years to get your program implemented, and I think we're far along. I think the guys did an outstanding job. I think the leadership here is really good. So they bought in very well, and they did a nice job of that, especially this summer. And hopefully within 3 years, you've created a culture where it's just, that's what it is.
Coming up after the break. This portion of Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by the Virginia Athletics Foundation. You are the foundation.
Hi, I'm Rodney McLeod. UVA has a strong tradition in the Chick-fil-A Bowl. Let's take a look at the history.
Virginia has played 3 previous bowl games in Atlanta, including the first bowl in the history of the program, the 1984 Peach Bowl against Purdue. Purdue jumped out to a 24-14 halftime lead. Ray Daly picked off Jim Everett in the second half, and Virginia scored a touchdown and 2 field goals to emerge victorious in their first ever bowl game, 27-24. The Cavaliers returned to Atlanta as ACC champions in 1995 to face a Georgia team playing in their own backyard. Virginia jumped out to a 24-6 lead behind Tiki Barber and Pete Allen, but Georgia stormed back and tied the game on a fumble recovery with a minute to play.
I think we had a nice sizable lead, and all of a sudden, you know, you look up, it's tie game. They kicked the ball off. Pete Allen made a great return for a touchdown, and you know, kind of one of those games that you always remember because of the finish. They kicked the ball off, and Pete, like I say, he just made a great return. The guys did a great job blocking, and you see that picture of Skeet Jones holding up the trophy. You know, that's just an exciting day and an exciting moment for our program.
The 1998 Peach Bowl was a rematch of the previous contest, with Virginia again facing the Georgia Bulldogs.
Just look at that game and some of the players that were in it. Obviously Georgia had Champ Bailey and Quincy Carter. They had some great players and went on to play great NFL careers.
Aaron Brooks drops back. No blitz by Georgia. Looks man wide open. Wilkins the catch. 20, 10, 5.
To watch Terrence Wilkins that night and what he did to Champ Bailey. I think he had almost 180 yards receiving, and it was a magnificent performance by him. So, basically, that's a lot of my memories of that game.
Out of the backfield, Thomas Jones. He got open in the slot. Aaron hit him perfectly with a pocket. Aaron over the middle, looks, man. Wilkins a catch 50, 45, 40 to the Georgia 35, spins, 30-yard line. Breaks a tackle at the 25, at the 15, at the 5. Touchdown! Oh, was that needed by the University of Virginia football team?
Georgia stormed back to take an 8-point lead in the fourth quarter.
15 from the Georgia 30. Brooks may run. Brooks will run 30, 25, 20. Brooks 15, 10. Cuts to the 5. He'll score.
Aaron Brooks' late heroics and a converted onside kick gave the Cavaliers a chance to win the game.
2 to the near. Brooks wants to throw. He may run to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40.
You know, obviously, I think we had like a 21-point lead or 21-3 lead, and kind of missed the kick at the end, to lose it. But, like I said, when you get to go to these bowl games, know you're gonna play a great opponent. You want to win the game, and we was fortunate enough to be in some really good games in the bowl game. Sometime it went our way, sometime it didn't. But I'm just so happy for especially these fourth-year players that we have that get this experience and really enjoy themselves to go out on a high note on their career.
Thanks for watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. We'll be back in January after the holiday break. I'm Perry Jones, and until next time, go Hoos.
Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico, the Virginia Athletics Foundation, the Virginia Lottery, and by UVA Health System.